Bessie Newton's Biography, Part 2. Another girl lived down the street. Her mother was almost the same way. So we got together one day and we got talking. And Evelyn said, Bessie, why don't we run away and go somewhere and get a job? I said, good. So we made up our mind we were going to run away. She got her little suitcase together and I got mine together. I took an umbrella with me and we went away. And while we was on the red car getting ready to go to Venice, one of the beaches, sleep on the beach all night long, two young girls. It made a few stops and who got on but her sister. Our hearts started to go bang, bang, bang. We're going to the beach. No, you're not going to no beach. You're getting off this car. You're going back. Everybody started looking, and I felt so ashamed. And she says, Conductor, when you get to the next stop, stop. So we get to the next stop, and we got off, and she says, You and Bessie are too young to be out here like this. I'm going to take you to a nice place I know and get you and Bessie a room. What were you going to do? We were going to find a job. Well, I'll find you a job. Now you all stay here, spend the night, and tomorrow I'll see what I can do for you. She got this place at a rooming house that she knew about, and we stayed there. The next day, way up into the day, around noontime, here she comes in, and who comes behind her? It was her mother. She says, What do you and Bessie mean? We didn't have no words hardly to say. She said, Now you know that you and Bessie don't have no business out here by yourselves. Now if you want a job, I'll help you to get a job, but you need to go back home. And Bessie, you need to go back to your mother's house because I know how your mother feels. The place for you to be is at your mother's home, and Evelyn needs to be with me. I said, I'll go with you and then I'll go home. So I went to their place. I think they lived in Watts. After I left them, I said goodbye. It was getting kind of late, and instead of going back home, I went to San Pedro. I was going with a young man, a sailor. I didn't hardly know how to travel because I hadn't been anywhere, but the Lord just helped me. That was all. And when I got there, I asked them if James was there. They said no, but he will be in about 40 minutes. I told them I was his sister, which wasn't too believable. He was very, very dark. So when he came in, he was surprised to see me. What are you doing here? He said to me. Well, I ran away from home. You should never have done that. That's not the thing for you to do. Now you go back home. I'm going to take you to a place where I go when I come into the city. They're just like a mother and father to me, and I'm going to let them talk to you. So he did. I had to wait till he was off. Then he took me to this house. He introduced me to these people, and he said, I want you to talk to her because she needs to be talked to. So they talked to me and encouraged me to go back home. I decided that I would. It was very late that night. My mother and my brother and all of them had been looking for me, and the man I did Later, Mary had been with them helping to find me because he had seen Evelyn's sister and she told him about it, but he didn't tell my parents. My brother Melvin said if I find her, I'm going to kill her because he was so angry. So these people talked to me, and James said, I'm going I'm going to take you home and I want you to stay there and I'm going to marry you, but I cannot marry you as long as I am in the Navy. I'll be out in about 9 months and I'm going to marry you then. He gave me $5. Now you keep this. Don't let your mother know where you got it from. He was the nicest person. He never insulted me. When I went home that night, he got a taxi. He took me to the door. I didn't know what to do. I was so scared. I had a chill. I knocked and my stepfather said, Who is it? I said, It's Bessie. And then I heard him say, Oh, here's Bessie. My mama came to the door and she was glad to see me. She said, What do you mean by running away like this? I said, I don't know. Now, if I don't whip you, will you never do this again? So she didn't whip me. I was surprised. The next day, here comes Mac coming round. I know where you were. I saw Evelyn's sister, and she told me, but I didn't tell. Then he started talking. Have you ever been with a man? No, I said. What are you talking about? I, I never did nothing like that. That's terrible. I was very green. Then he said, if I found out that you never had anyone, then I'll marry you. Mac was maybe 15 years older than me or more. So after he found out that I hadn't come in contact with anyone, he married me on those grounds. I didn't love him, but I just wanted to get away from home because mama kept her eye on me. By my being out like that. She didn't know what had happened, and she kept her eye on me all the time, looking at me, and I wondered why. I didn't know nothing, and that really got me. I did something, it did something to me. She said, Now you get yourself ready, and tomorrow I'll be over and we'll go to Santa Ana. Because if we get married here, it will be in the paper and they'll find out. We came back to Los Angeles with our marriage license from Santa Ana, but we had to get a new one in Los Angeles. We got married there in Los Angeles. When I got home, I had on my little blue silk taffeta dress. I went home and got out of my clothes as quick as I could. And that same day, we didn't have any telephone. And the girl in the store next door, Sarah, came and told my sister that she had a call. Rebecca went over, and when she came back, she said, Sarah told me that Bessie got married today. And we're going to continue on part 3 next time.